Governor Mike Pence hasn't quite been in office half a year, but in his short tenure, he's already learned the job is a challenging one. This week, I sat down with him at the State House to talk about a couple of the challenges he's faced. Even with the Republican supermajorities in each house, you didn't get the full income tax cut that you wanted. You didn't get the 10%. You had to settle for 5%. How disappointed were you about that, and what does it say about your effectiveness?
I think that the package of tax relief that we included in this budget was better than what I proposed. I really believe this was a win for Hoosiers because we are, at this point, to my knowledge, one of the very few states in the country that found a way to lower income taxes permanently, but also immediately repealing death taxes and lowering the burden of taxes on businesses and financial institutions, I think all contribute in combination to the kind of tax policy and foundation where we can really restore prosperity in Indiana.
In March, one Republican state lawmaker described your office to me this way: dysfunctional office, adversarial toward legislators, no clear direction on agenda. Even as a conservative who supports the tax cut, his office has been extremely difficult to work with. I know they're new, so I can cut them slack, but I've had situations that left me scratching my head about whether we were on the same team. This lawmaker said that never got better during the session. How do you respond to that?
You know, in NASCAR, they say rubbing is racing, and sometimes having been a former legislator, I know you're not always happy with the executive branch, but I think at the end of the day, when people see the results of this session of the General Assembly, they should be pleased and they should be as grateful as I am that we will all be able to come together around the kind of results that I think are worthy of the people of our state.
Were there communication or personal problems, though, behind closed doors? Was something going on?
Well, you'd have to ask other people. You know, I made a point after I was elected to reach out to all 150 members of the Indiana General Assembly. And I would say, with just a few exceptions, for scheduling reasons, I think we sat in this office with every Republican and every Democrat in the General Assembly before it was over. And the approach that we took was one of listening and learning and taking our time to tell them what our agenda was, what our roadmap was, and to hear what their agenda was. I'm very content to let the people of Indiana look at what we were able to accomplish and judge them for themselves.
Tomorrow, the governor on gay marriage and why he is fighting part of Obamacare.